There was high political drama for high stakes tonight under that grand old dome back there, a battle to the wire over the national debt and a scene of stirring courage and patriotism. As Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords, still recovering from a gunshot wound to the head she suffered in January, stunned her colleagues, casting a vote to help end the crisis. For a moment, just a moment, she brought divided Washington together.
It was a moment that almost redeemed this whole political fiasco. On the floor of the House of Representatives, which for weeks has been a well of bitterness and rancor, there she was, a tiny woman, her close-cropped hair a badge of her recovery from being shot in the head at point-blank range. Gabby Giffords came back to Congress to vote, and her colleagues, united for once, rose to cheer her. Afterwards, Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi hailed her courage.
Throughout America, there isn't a name that stirs more love, more admiration, more respect, more wishing for our daughters to be like her than the name of Congresswoman Gabby Giffords. Thank you, Gabby, for joining us today.
Her closest friend in the House, Representative Debbie Wasserman Schultz of Florida, told Diane Sawyer what this moment meant.
She received thunderous applause, hugs, tears. Even the hardest heart, which we had a lot of hardened hearts in this debate, just melted when she walked in the room.
It was in January, 7 months ago, at a Congress on Your Corner town hall meeting she was holding, that Giffords was gunned down by a mentally deranged young man, Jared Lee Loughner. 6 people were killed in Loughner's rampage, 13 others wounded, including Giffords. The attack, coming as the nation's political discourse seemed to be growing more vicious and polarized by the week, stunned the country. President Obama spoke at a memorial service for the dead.
If this tragedy prompts reflection and debate, as it should, let's make sure it's worthy of those we have lost.
For Gabby Giffords, the road to recovery has been long and arduous. The bullet passed through her brain, and she spent months in hospitals. At first, the merest flicker of life meant everything.
A few minutes after we left her room, Gabby opened her eyes for the first time.
Her husband, Space Shuttle astronaut Mark Kelly, was by her side every day. As doctors marveled at her strength and the extent of her recovery,
And lift off.
Gabby Giffords left the hospital to watch her husband blast off into space on his last shuttle mission.
She would say that, it's time to turn something really bad into something good. She would want for something positive to come out of it.
Tonight, as she came back to the House in an hour of national need, we may be learning what it is Gabby Giffords wants to do.
And just after the vote, Congresswoman Giffords tweeted, "The Capitol looks beautiful, and I am honored to be at work tonight."